I just found some soil in my yard where I didn't have any wood chips. This is what my soil used to look like. Now look at that worm stuck in there. This is a ball of clay. This is what I used to try to grow in. I found it in an area where there was no wood chips nearby anywhere. That's and look, and it feels like I'm trying to make clay with it. Look at it. This is a worm that was stuck in there. He's cold, and I don't know. I'm glad my soil's much better. Put this worm in some better soil. Blueberries I purchased this year. This one was at Home Depot, marked 50% down. So instead of paying 14 something for it, I paid like $7 and some change for it. Beautiful specimen. Incredible plant. These here were purchased. Let's see. This one was purchased online, and they were pretty healthy when I got them. If you want to find out where I got them from, just leave me a comment. This here is called the what is this called? Well, they were $6 a piece, and I think the shipping was free, so that was pretty good. I got those put in. This one here looks like this because I accidentally pulled it from the ground one day and discovered that I had a blueberry plant that I just planted in my hand that was doing very well, and now I put it back and trying to nurse it back, so it should be fine. It really should. All the branches and everything looks very healthy. It's just winter time, so it's losing its leaves. And here's another blueberry. And I gotta tell you folks, the best way to plant these things is this. You simply get a little bit of peat moss, 50-50 mix, put it in a hole, stir it around. Try to do it the year before you plant them. Is best. I did these this year, but I was lucky that they didn't die, because my understanding is they love acidic soil, and to acidify the soil, peat moss does a great job of that. I learned that on YouTube. There was a farmer and he was installing them, and I saw him walking through, and all he was doing was dropping some in a hole, mixing it up a little bit, putting the plant in there, putting some water on it, and moving to the next hole. So I figured, if his livelihood's on this, and he was putting in new plants, and he had in the background some plants that were like 6-7 feet tall, and he did the same method. So all he was doing was changing or adding another variety in. So he knew what he was doing. So I said, I'm going to do it his way. And he was just putting that in there. And look at the soil that these things are growing in. Look at this. Look at that. That's incredible stuff. Because they like a well-drained soil. They like, I mean, I could dig my hand in here and just take this plant. The soil is just incredible. It's moist. And I put this black, they call it weed guard material around them. I put that around them because there's too much grass competing with them. They don't like that. And look at this one here. This one here got me puzzled. It's completely red. They said that these are supposed to be very attractive plants. And and you can see right down here, it's got some weeds here. I can just pull these out. They try to compete. But these blueberries are some of the healthiest fruits you can eat. Add them to your garden, trust me. Add them to your garden. Because the ones in the grocery store, I've tasted those. It tastes like, well, they're not that good. These here, these are the same ones I purchased at the, as I said, online. And they are really taking off, because you should have saw them when they got here. They were about 2 inches tall, something like that. And these are new growth and everything. So they're doing well. I am waiting patiently for this particular grapevine to drop its leaves, because that's when I will take my cuttings. That's when I would take my cuttings. And then I will tag these trees as to what type they are. Here's one here. Beautiful trees. I mean, beautiful grapevines. Look at that. Look at that line right there. Total of grapevines I have. And I'm putting them about 4 more in, and that's it. I am done with grapevines. There's my pretty cherry tree. It looks kind of ragged because of it being fall and everything, but I love this tree. This is a tortellini. And then further down here is my little garden of garlic. Garlic. Beautiful. I'll let those winter over. Here's some more in this area. And also in the same bed is, believe it or not, strawberries. That's how you do it, folks. Grow some of your own stuff. I'm in here checking my worm bins. And this one here, you're looking at saying this is dry. Well, it is on top. I don't baby these worms. I threw some tomatoes in there in a corner like everybody's suggesting on the internet. Put it in one corner. It makes sense to me. And put them in the corner so they can come up and feed there. I'm not cutting it. I'm not blending it up. None of that stuff. That's too much. Then this one here, this has one piece of squash over in the corner. And you can see it's nice and moist. And it's got even got sticks in there because whatever's in the compost that I got, that's what goes in there. I can remove them later. Whatever they don't eat, I can remove it later. But I'm not all that fussy about the worms. Now, these are my new beds. You won't see any worms in here really because see, this one kind of stinky though. This one is because of the eggshells, but it's going to serve a purpose. It's going to serve a purpose. This one over here, up in the corner. See where I put the little pieces of apple and tomatoes and the leaves. This one has 6, 7 worms in it. I want to see how quick it takes them to populate this bin. And this one here got a couple of apples and 2 tomatoes over in the corner. That's how you do it. Now, I'm going to close all these up. I'm just checking the moisture level on them. And that looks good. The worms seem to be happy. And that makes me happy. Later.